Garnier technology.
I was once the ugly beast of bones. I want to laugh. I want to scream. What is happening, operator? Your faint heart is growing bright. You will awake at any moment. Well, I can't let you see me like this, angry. I imagine myself hurting you. And that does it. The pain of it cracks me open again. I watch tiny glittering fragments fall into the pit. I am happy again.
What does that even mean? Unlike the Corpus, the Garnier are not celebrated for their ingenuity and craftsmanship. Their notoriety is steeped in violence and military proficiency. However, the Garnier have proven quite inventive and capable of developing their own technologies throughout history. Hiding beneath scrap metal plates, fading paint, and recycled components are qualified devices used for research, manufacturing, and warfare. Doesn't really say anything compared to the Corpus one. They say on the Corpus or Warframe technology.
But then your long sleep came, and I waited. I was happy to wait. Vines spidered green and trees blistered from the earth, but I waited. I felt the Orokin recede, their mind spy blind. So I went into the pit and found him, me, the beast of bones.
Doesn't say anything. A mysterious weaponized armor controlled solely by the Tenno. Through the Warframe, Tenno can cheat death, channel the forbidden void energies, and face scores of enemies without fatigue. Due to the apparent resistance of their biometal exoskeletons, Warframes can be safely deployed to infestation outbreaks should they occur. In-depth information of the Warframe mandate is forbidden to all but the Seven. In-depth information of the Warframe mandate is forbidden to all but the Seven. Notice.
And so the dream returns. One last repetition. My corpse moon, my scarlet sword, my cracked visor. Drink, says Ballas. So I draw on the red vial, a vague metallic taste. This dream isn't mine, he says. You rejected our gift, bathing in our death. Your punishment is eternal life. He laughs.
does Ordis actually look like? The Beast of Bones, I mean. Like, it doesn't really give you a proper representation when you look for him, like what he actually looks like. It looks as if he's got... Is that Boltus? On his back. Like, that would be his signature weapon. Like, if I had any idea of what he looked like, he'd probably be either Ash or Excalibur. No. Like, if he got eternal life. Hold on. That doesn't make sense, right? So, I asked Google, right? And obviously it's going to give me the answers they're expecting across the internet, right? The AI. So, was the Beast of Bones turned into a Warframe? We already know that he wasn't. He was turned into Ordis, right? So it states Beast of Bones wasn't turned into a Warframe. He was Orden Karis, right? A notorious mercenary who became the Cephalon Ordis, the player's ship AI, through horrific Orokin punishment that Orokin overwrote his personality and body. While some fans theorize about the potential Warframe based on his lore, Orden Karis' story is about forced transformation and fractured identity, with his bone identity manifesting in his unique bone plug weapons and fragmented memories. And somebody's done a video on it. So who was the Beast of Bones? Orden Karis, a fearsome mercenary and dex warrior known as the Beast of Bones for his brutal efficiency and bone spikes plugs he wielded as weapons. right? The transformation, here's the unique part that I'm talking about that doesn't make sense. He defied the Oregon, leading to his condemnation by Executor Ballus, right? So he's Oregon, Ballus condemned him for trying to kill Ballus. Obviously, I think that's what happened, wasn't it? So his consciousness was ripped from his body, right? Which was destroyed. His body was destroyed, alright. So there was no body. And he was forced into a digital existence of Cephalon Ortis. Right? So, his weapons, the bone plugs were integral to his identity, used as daggers, but also connected to his lifeblood, causing him to bleed out when used, adding to his legend. Right? So, he's not a Warframe, but a Cephalon, right? Ortis is a unique AI, a corrupted fragment of Ordan Charis, tasked with caring for the Tenno. Why? Why? That doesn't add up. Why would Ballus, who's an Oregon, take a Dax, put him into a glass container, glass him, you turn him into a Cephalon, reprogram him to look after the Tenno when he doesn't like the Tenno? Isn't that right? He doesn't like the Tenno. Ballus doesn't Ballus doesn't like the Tenno. Isn't that right? I'm getting confused here now. Ballus doesn't like the Tenno. Now I'm going to ask the question into Google, right? Why did Ballus glass Ordan Charis and task Ordan or Ortis with caring for the Tenno. Right. So the AI is going to search. Executor Ballus transformed the warrior Ordan Charis into a Cephalon Ortis as a cruel and eternal punishment. Yes. For Charis' attempted assassination of the Orcan elite. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. Ballus then programmed the newly created Ortis to be a loyal caretaker of the Tenno as an extra layer of psychological torment. A caretaker of the Tenno as an extra layer of psychological torment. Ballus's motivations. Ballus's actions were driven by a desire to control and revenge, as well as a practical need for a reliable Tenno caretaker. Ultimate punishment, the psychological torture, and then the loyal caretaker.